All right, all right. What's going on, party people? This your man Griff. All right, we are here tonight to get this thing started. So, this video is going to be about the 4 steps. At least these are my 4 steps. Somebody else might have more. Some states might require more, but at least the 4 steps that I go through to get my LLC set up, okay, and to get my business and all of that straight. Now, it's going to be either three. Let me get my fingers right. 3 or 4 steps, depending on where you're at. Okay. If you're doing a sole proprietor, it might be three. If your city doesn't require a business license or your county, then it might be three, and and you'll see what I mean by that. So, first, I want to say thanks to everybody. Hit the like button. Thank you for hitting subscribing, um, sharing the video, and just also hit the notification bell and all that good stuff. And feel free to comment, ask any additional questions if you feel that wasn't clear on something or something else might have popped up and I just didn't get to or didn't even probably think about the answer. The answer. So this video is not going to get into the legalities of it, how to pay yourself and all of this, that, and the tax things. You talk to an accountant for that. And just as a disclaimer, I'm not an accountant. I'm not an attorney. I'm not a tax professional. I'm just a regular guy who owns a business. And these are the steps that I've used. I help my wife with the same steps. I've helped other people with the same steps. You don't even need to call me up and start, hey, Grip, can I pay you to help me to do it? It's very easy for you to do. So don't feel that you need to pay me to. That's why I'm doing the video. Okay. There's no clickbait in this. Here's what I do. And then you see if those steps are applicable to your state. They may be, they may not be. But after this here, you're going to have a much better understanding and you're going to have some resources to help you to further your knowledge of a LLC. Okay. That's what you need to have. Okay. And once you get that, then you'll be able to rock and roll. So again, thank you for being a subscriber, channel member. Hit the join button. Thank you if you like this content and as you're seeing it here and you appreciate it, feel free to hit the super thanks button somewhere around here and give a donation. I appreciate that. All right, so um, these steps is what I've figured out over the several years I've been doing businesses and stuff, probably 20 years. And when I follow these steps, I have no issues. I know people who have tried to follow these steps, but they did them in the wrong order and they had issues. Okay. So trust me, if you follow these steps, you won't have any issues. So the first step that you need to do is register your business in your state. Okay. You need to register your business in your state. And when you go to register your business in your state, you're going to do a name search to see if that name has already been reserved in your state. Okay. That's one of the first things you're going to do. So we have what is called, and I'm just pulling this up real quick. We have what we call the State Corporation Commission. And this is where, like for us title people, title companies, the title insurance and title license and stuff. That's why I've learned so much about what notary should or shouldn't do when it comes to title stuff is that I've reached out to these people to get a better understanding. So the State Corporation Commission handles a lot of the, if not all of the um, business entity stuff for the for the state of Virginia, just on a state level, okay, not the individual city level, just the state level. All right. So one of the things that you're going to want to do is check your business name. Okay. So I already have this pulled up. So in this case, let's say my business name is Griffin Notary Services. I'm going to click here, and this is for Virginia. Each state is different, and it says the name is entered is not distinguishable, meaning it's not unique enough because it already exists. So I would have to change the name around to something else. Let's just say, Griffin Notary and Apostille. Right, Apostille. Let's see if that comes up. Boom. That name is available. So if I wanted to do that, I could. I could just say, that name is available. Another name that I was, and I figured no one would have this name at all, like Panther Notary, okay, from the Marvel stuff. That name is available, and it tells you the name is available, so you can go ahead on and reserve that name for as your business name. So and I understand that's why some people come up with these sort of, you know, glory on high and, you know, red rag notary and all that kind of stuff, because they might have want to use their name and it's already taken. Got that. Okay. So that's one of the things you can do. Now, the cool part in Virginia, we can do this thing where, and let's see here, where are my fees at? Doo-doo-doo-doo. Oh, right here. So under the forms and fees in Virginia here, click on the limited liability corporation. You can reserve a business name before you actually register it, meaning you can hold on to it and keep somebody else from using that name. So if there's a business name out there and you're in the state of Virginia, you can say, I want to use Black Panther Notary. I will go ahead on and reserve that name, pay $10. And as long as you keep paying the $10 every 4 months, that name will stay yours. No one can reserve it. It belongs to you. If you don't pay the $10 to renew, like it says here, reserve or renew a business name, then that name will go back out there and somebody else might get it. So that means if you go out here telling somebody about, yeah, I got this such and such name that I got reserved, and you forget to reserve it, or don't have a contingency in place, so that maybe, let's say, if you get sick or whatever, you better make sure somebody pays to reserve that thing or keep it renewed every 4 months. And then you have to submit it before the 4 months is up. Trust me, I know I did that. All right. So you have that. Now, the next thing, so keep in mind, you want to reserve your business name, with your state, register the business with the state. After that, you want to go to the federal people, the government, and get your EIN number. Now, I have a video that I did discussing this. Okay. Where is it? Right there. So I have a video right here discussing how to get a EIN and a W-9. And for notary stuff, you're going to have both. Your W-9, you need to renew every year. Okay. Every year, get a W-9. There are people out here who will say you don't need to, but there are companies who want you to get a W-9 every year. It only takes 3 minutes to really do. And you could actually set it up right now. You could literally go in there and create a W-9, and then at the beginning of each year, sign it, date it. You could go and sign it now and then date it. You could probably sign it and date it for each year, January 1, 2024, 2025, 2026. And then you just stick it in a file somewhere. And then when it's time, make a copy, actually, you can just go and scan it and then just upload it and send it to wherever it needs to be, to just to that company. There are some companies out here, the signing companies, they say you need to have the LLC. Okay. I mean, the W-9. Now, the EIN, you only do that once. You get your LLC, you get it registered with the state. The moment you get word back from the state or whatever company you use, and let me go back one. Let me go back one real quick, because I forgot to show y'all this. I forgot. So, along with registering, one of the ways you can register your business with your state, I use this company here, Incorp. The link will be in the description. You can do it through your state directly. So it means I could go here and I could file online. I could click here and set up an account and file online to register my LLC with the state, set up an account and do it through them. Or I could actually set up and set up and do it through here. I do it through Incorp. I like them. I don't. Sometimes I just don't A lot of times I don't want to deal with the state. Just somebody else deal with that and get it done. So I submitted to them, paid them the fee, boom. Now, are there other companies out there like Incorp? Yes, there's tons of them out there. And I've used one other one and I didn't like the experience. And then I've heard other stories about the other companies out there. I'm not going to say their name because I'm not trying to bash them. That's their business model. And their business model is they constantly are trying to upsell you to something else. And I personally don't like that. I got two pet peeves. One is somebody calling me and not introducing themselves when I introduce my business or myself. They don't say who they are and they just start running off and just start asking me questions and trying to get me to tell them who I am. And two, constantly being upsold to, constantly being pushed to, to buy this next thing and buy that next thing. I'm like, I'm happy with what I got. I'm good. Well, you can get this. Those two things really burn me. So Incorp does not do that. I've never had them inundate me with a bunch of emails or any emails about, hey, buy this service and buy that service. I've never had that. So Incorp don't change on me and embarrass me in front of these folks. And again, my affiliate link is in the description below. So if you want, you can click on that, go there. They're not a sponsor or anything like that. They just have an affiliate link. That's what everybody says you're supposed to use. So I got one from them and it's in the description. So I go through them, get my registered agent, all of that registered agent. We'll talk about that a little bit later. So let's go back to here. So you got Incorp as well as your actual state that you can set up an LLC through. All right. So next is going back to the video here is you want to get your EIN. This video explains how to do it. It's very, very simple. You do not need to pay anybody any amount of money to do an EIN. You do not need to pay anybody any amount of money to do that because you can go to the IRS site for free and do this. Okay. And the link is in the description of this video. And the link to this video will be in the comment section. And I did it 2 years in a row. There was no need to do it a third year because it's the same information. So if something was to change with the process, I most definitely will update the video and put a new one out at the beginning of 2024. So first thing is what? Register your business. Second thing, get your EIN. Okay, get your EIN, whether you're sole proprietor or LLC. The next thing, and this is the step that might be there or may not be there, which is obtain your business license. Get a business license with your city or county. Some areas don't require it, others do. Virginia Beach does. So when I go into Virginia Beach to get a business license, they want to, and I'm saying I'm an LLC, they're going to I give them the paperwork that I'm an LLC. They check it with the state to verify that it's a valid LLC. And I give them the EIN number. And I actually give them the paper that I get from the IRS. Here it is, shows the EIN up here in the upper right. And they're like, all right, cool. And then they go through the process, do whatever they got to do there. And then I have my business license and I pay them and I'm good to go. Now, after that, you're going to want to do what? Get a business bank account. Now, this process works because when you go to get your business bank account, you need the EIN, the city license, and the LLC paperwork in order to get your business bank account, unless your city or that bank has some other rules and regulations. Okay. Some of them may ask for an operating agreement and things of that nature. And you can go online and get one. I mean, those are very, very simple. Somebody asked me for one and I just went online and did it up real quick. I mean, barely took 5 minutes. So you can easily do that. And let me get over here so I can close that one. I'll close that out. All right. So quick recap. First thing you're going to do, register your business with your state, checking your business name, make sure it's valid. Available. Also, if your state allows, you can reserve that name and hold on to it before you actually set up the LLC with the state and fully, officially register it. Next, you're going to want to get your EIN number. The EIN number identifies that business for tax purposes and things of that nature. Next, you're going to want to get your business license because you're going to need to show them that you have an EIN, and you're going to need to show them that you're an LLC if you're using an LLC and not being a sole proprietor. So you need to do that with your city. Okay. Sometimes the city may say, no, you don't need a business license. Sometimes they may require that. Okay. Just keep that in mind, or your county. And then after that, you want to get a business bank account, which if you're LLC, you're going to need the LLC paperwork, the EIN, and the business license. If you don't have those three things, they're not going to give you a business account. And if they're giving you a business account, you need to be careful of that. Something might be wrong, but they normally don't give you a business account if you don't have those three items, because they want to verify that that you're registered with the government, registered with the city with the license, and then registered with the state. So in other words, the way this works is you do you do state first, which is the the business name, the state, the federal, which is the EIN, and then local, which is the business license. So you need to do those three things. Then you can get your business bank account. They'll think you're legit. I've had people that will go and get a EIN, then they go try to get their business name with the state registered, and come to find out that name is already taken. Which means now what? They got to go get a new EIN. They got to go get another EIN because that EIN they got over there with the feds is equal to Black Panther Notary, but somebody already have Black Panther Notary. So now you got to go and get, Captain America Notary or whatever notary, or the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants Notary. And then you got to go get a new EIN. So that's why you go state first, then federal, then local, to make sure that everything is in check. And I'm telling you, you follow that process, you will not have a problem. I have not had a problem with that process in 20 years and 4 businesses. Okay. I'm just telling you. And then you get your business bank account. And that is in a nutshell what you do. Now, here's the thing. People got all these questions about what's this about the LLC, that, this, and the other. Can I get paid when I get paid? That's why I tell you, talk to an accountant. I'm not going to go into that kind of stuff in this video. I'm never going to go into that because I have an accountant and I will pull him on here. And if you look at my business interview thing that I'm going to stick right here, I'm going to stick a link to that playlist right there. You go to that playlist and you will see Rob Turner, and you can feel free to talk with him. His contact information is in the description of that video, and I'll put it in this one, and you can reach out to him and he'll help you with all of that stuff. So don't ever look for me to give you the 411 on how you need to be set up in order to get paid. That's not, I don't get into that. Talk to an accountant. Okay. You don't have to use Rob, you use whoever. So knowledge is power. And one of the best places that I found that you can get a much better understanding of an LLC and what it's all about is this site here, LLC University. This gentleman, Matt Horowitz, he founded it. And it has basically everything you need to know. What is an LLC? Best state to form an LLC. Forming an LLC. The cost of LLC. It has everything. Okay. Talks about what a registered agent is. Now, through his company, you can set you up an LLC. I've never used his. So I will say out of the ones that I said that I'm not cool with, it's not this one. I haven't used his. I don't know if he upsells you. He may not. But the other ones that people I know have used and I've used, They're constantly trying to upsell you to another product. They have you come in very low, but they really, really are constantly selling you stuff. So it has all kinds of information, how much it costs. Then it tells you, then it has everything for each state. So let's just say Virginia tells you right here, Virginia LLC, all the information you need to know, the code, all of that, the annual fees, EIN number, and all of that good stuff. Click on here, how to get an EIN number, everything, what an EIN number is, all of that. What is it used for? How much does it cost? It says right here it's completely free. The IRS does not charge any service fees for EIN online application. When should you get it? Don't apply for EIN until your Virginia LLC is approved. This is what I'm talking about. I'm telling you, if y'all listen to me, y'all will be fine. You do not get an EIN until your LLC has been approved by the state. And I'm safe to say that should go with everybody. If you apply for an EIN before your LLC is approved or make another mistake, please see our facts. We'll explain how to fix the most common EIN. So how do I file an EIN application for my Virginia LLC? Gives you all that information. This site is the bomb. Let's see here. This is talking about how, and then here it has a video that explains everything. This is what I like about them, is that as you go through this stuff, it has nice short videos that tells you what you need to know, everything you need to know. Boom, 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 boom. All of that good stuff. So this site, LLC University, is awesome. And it was something else that I wanted to show y'all. He has shoot. He has a little university. He has a university, not a little university, but everything you need to know is here. LLC bank account. Talks about which ones to set up with. Okay. Small town bank accounts, all of that. I get a bank account that does not have any kind of maintenance fees. So if they have maintenance fees, I don't mess with them. Here it is. Read more about LLC University. Free courses. Right, here we go. And it takes you step by step. So if somebody's in, let's go with California. Tells you everything you need to know for California. LLC name. This here is how you can needs to be unique and everything. First step in forming, searching your California name, all of that good stuff. So everything you need to know is here. All you got to do is just get in here, read the stuff. If there's a video, watch the video and keep it going. Okay. LLC, California LLC name search. You do not need to be paying people. I'm like, yo, you do not need to be paying people for this. And this is free information, people. That's why I'm asking y'all to hit the like button. That's why I'm asking y'all to subscribe. Okay. Subscribe, be a member to the channel, because here you're going to get some of the best information that is out there. I research it. I share it with y'all. Boom. If you like it, hit the super thanks, shoot $1 to your man. Even if you don't shoot $1 to him, I'm still going to keep giving you good quality information. This kind of stuff wasn't out there when I first started business, but it's out there for you. What else? Let's see here. I'm trying to think of what else. Okay, and then yep, here we go. Let's go over here. And then they have this learning center. All of that tells you the difference between each one. You can't beat this, people. All of the information you need to know is right here. You go in here. That's why I said, whether you use Incorp or this, he's linked to some company called Northwest Northwest registered agent, you could probably use them, um, and register your stuff with them. Long as you get it done right, that's all that matters to me. Um, what is a sole proprietor? LLC advantages. LLC equals best of both worlds. And one of the things that I learned, and we said, and it's incorrect, LLC is not limited liability corporation. It's limited liability company. Okay, it's limited liability company right here. A limited liability company. It is not limited liability corporation. We are not a corporation, and I've even had that mistake. Had said that mistake. So this is where you need to go right here. I want to form a limited liability corporation. You cannot form a limited liability corporation. There's no such thing. An LLC is a limited liability company. I'm going to LLC myself. Again, this is incorrect. You cannot do that. You cannot LLC yourself, but you can form an LLC for your business. An LLC is a separate and apart from you. It is not you. You form an LLC, then you own and manage that LLC. This is good, solid information for y'all people. So if you are interested in learning this, then you will take the time out to come to this website. The link is in the description, and you will go in there and learn what you got to learn. I try to stay away from answering those kind of questions with LLC because each state is different. And you have to be very, very mindful and careful about going around asking people who are not in your state how to set up an LLC. They may be 80% correct, but the other 20% might be more state specific for you, and you need to know what your state is all about. And if that individual does not have this type of level of knowledge to express to you, hey, I know LLCs like the back of my hand for all states, then you got to be very careful. So you have the resource here. So the question is, are you going to use it? Either you are or you aren't. Okay. You can call, talk to me, but all I'm going to do is refer you back to here. Here's the resource that you need to be attached to. Here's the resource that you need to look at. That's all I can share with you because I don't want to give you the incorrect information and have you stalled or stifled in the creation of your limited liability company. All right. So I think that is all that I have. I can't think of anything else to share with y'all. Everything is right there, straight to the point. But I will recap. First thing you do is register your business with your state. Make sure the name is actually available. After that, and you get approval, then you get your EIN. After you get your EIN, then you go get your city or county business license. Then after that, that's where you go and you get your bank account. You set up your bank account because you're going to need the LLC paperwork, the EIN, and your city county business license. And if your city does not require that, that's fine. But you will need an EIN if you're going to be a LLC or a sole proprietor. You need a EIN for that. And yes, I know there's times where some people say, well, for my sole proprietor, I'm going to use my social. But most people advise against that, most accountants. So you should get a separate EIN for your sole proprietor. And then you talk to them, all the legalities to flow through with the money, S Corp, C Corp, all of that. They'll take care of that. I'm not going to, you can ask, but I'm not going to give you an answer except for talk to an accountant. So feel free to hit me up in the comments. Let me know what you think. Let me know if I missed anything and all of that. And if I did, it might more than likely what you say that I missed might be a more state specific item. So if I did miss something for your state or whatever, check out the site here. Check them out. Go over to, go over here to LLC University so you can see and learn everything you need to know about LLCs for your state. You do that, you're going to be fine. So thank y'all very much. I greatly appreciate